Mike Gill, State of Corruption. We got a video for you today. Red-handed, that's right. Brentwood, Judge Anderson, remember the hit judge? He screwed up. I think it's the clerk of courts, but we got him. Let me explain. Judge Anderson right now is trying to leverage an audit for my business. You want to send these drug-dealing bastards in my business for an audit? Really? No. You ready? From 1 month's bill from Divine Millimat on a divorce. The same bill that I got Dala Sedgwick, who turned around and confessed to all the guilt. You'll hear her own statements at the end of the video. There's no question. They sent her over to try to persuade me romantically. Good luck. Turns out, we're going to post you the love letters. Not from me, from her. Yeah. The last time we were together, we were watching The Devil's Advocate at my house, in bed. And then I realized that she's one of them. She broke down and told me the plan with my daughter, about not seeing him, leveraging me, getting past the statutes of limitations. See, I converted her. This is the most recent picture you'll see up on the wall from just last year. Sweaty and modest. You see, she went from being afraid of them murdering her to be able to take the deal and try to persuade me again. I didn't take your $50 million, and I didn't take your Dala Sedgwick. I'm playing for skulls, folks. Right, and justice. So let's see how we caught them. So they're trying to maneuver to figure out how much money I have in the business for our plan of attack. See, my business has been sporting State of Corruption. Turns out the guy who owns it, yeah, me, thinks it's a good investment. That you're a good investment. So let's go kick their ass. All right, ready? So here's the notice. He says he wants to auction off my house. Good, I said, you can take it and I'll leave the furniture. Whoa, forget that. Now we want inside the business. All right. Now you can see multiple orders, and I'll show them to you. Well, you'll see Judge Anderson, multiple orders, August 25th, July 28th, and you see Russ Hilliard. He's the opposing counsel. He's the scumbag that you go and see, you be the jury. He was only the New England Bar Association president, kicked his ass, you can watch it on camera, and McHugh, who I said was corrupt, who Anderson replaced, the hit judge, like I was trying to tell you, banking, insurance, those are the guys, right? So now Anderson has it and says, oh, forget about auctioning your house. Really? We want to look into your business instead. What does that have to do with a divorce? So you saw the orders just to the opposing counsel. Well, here's the mistake. You're going to see the last two notices, like the notices that turn around and want to get into my company, except for they CC'd multiple attorneys. At the bottom of the page, you can look at it yourself. Whoa. Now, who's that interested in my last month divorce bill? From the people, as you said, admitted that it was corrupt with Dala and was sleeping with me at the time, who told me and broke down about all the corruption. Let's take a look. Wow, we got Stephen Schulis. Uh-oh. He's Stephen Tober's attorney. That was on my case. Way back. Why is my wife's ex-attorney interested in this? 7 years later, my business? Oh, well, let's go on. Martha Van Oot. Right. You know who Martha is? Martha was the lawyer for Ronnie Wise, my wife's attorney again. And the both pinheads run your PCC. What's the PCC? Well, if you're bad lawyer, they can take your license. Except for the only way they take the license is if you're a good one. Right? That's the gates of hell. And those are the two windbags that control it. She's interested in this. Whoa, let's go on. Michael J. Tierney and James Weeds. I know them. They were the ones who were offering the money from Liberty Mutual. They worked for Liberty Mutual. You know, the insurer that's corrupt and is involved in the corruption of the state. Corruption costs you more money than any one thing. Next, and is involved, is the insurers. You get past corruption in the insurers, you ain't got shit left. But Liberty's got a campus up around Rochester. Right, you've heard me talk about the Made Whole Act. How do you think they keep getting away with it, right? There's no question. So why is Liberty Mutual's attorneys all on the mailing list for my business? They have no business. You get it? They're assessing damages. Let's go on. Philip Bixby. Now, who's Philip Bixby? My wife's therapist? Are you shitting me? What the hell does that have to do anything? Oh, you don't think she's a borderline personality? You don't think that this guy's the one who destroyed all those records? Why else would he be interested in this all these years later with his own attorney? One more. Michael C. Harvell. Well, let's see. Who was he? He rang a bell. There he is. Larry Schwartz. Remember I told you they forged my tax return? Who do you think did the tax returns? Larry Schwartz. Right? So why is the attorney for my accountant in 07, right, to 011, why are they still here? Because they were asking me for release. Go back to the list. You'll see it. These are the people offered me $50 million. Well, guess what? They're in my business right now. And you know what they're trying to do? Leverage me. Leverage me for my silence from talking to you. Do you know why? We're catching them, and they're panicking. How else do you think we got them? And how else do you explain it? There is no explanation. They're leveraging me. Just with Anderson, with the DRA and the septic, and now trying to get into the business. It's that obvious. Don't you understand? Dallas Sedgwick got scared and converted. Right. I don't. Liberty Mutual has financed this. You understand how corrupt? Morris Mahoney, Eric Renner, Nick Alexander represented me against all these people. Guess what? They work for Liberty Mutual too. It was all a Liberty Mutual case. These insurers in this state are corrupt. How do you think these guys, these attorneys and law firms, make all this money? They make it from insurance, their own insurance, the liability. Check to see who's an insurance defenders. You don't think they're in bed with the insurers? This Medicaid expansion, who do you think that was going to save? The insurers. Your insurance prices don't go up and up because it is corrupt, and they get away with it. Why? Because the people they bought off control the situation. Okay? Now, one more thing. I'm talking to you about this watchdog group of state of corruption. My goal is to have 30,000 members within a month. We organize this to turn around and says, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. You're in trouble, we'll investigate. We're going to put these politicians, these judges, these law firms on notice that we're done taking it. There's no one to go to. This is the way to win. And what I'm telling you, they know, and that's their fear. Why do you think that they're using everything to stop me right now? Because they know my plan. My plan is a winnable plan. Don't say we can't beat them, because I'm telling you we can. And it's through the organization of fighting them together. Mike Gill, State of Corruption.